Hi guys, welcome to the Algebra 2 playlist. This is lesson 5, multiplying out double brackets. Just the same as always, so this is everything that's in the Algebra 2 playlist here. Please try and watch in order so it all makes sense, because I've tried to connect the lessons together. Okay, so just to start, just revision of the previous lesson. So pause it now and try it for me now, and I'm going to go through it quickly now. So again, from the previous lesson, nothing happens to this 5x and you're multiplying through by this x. Or if you want to think about it, multiplying through by -1. So -1 times x is -1x, or just negative x. That's the form we usually write it in. And -1 multiplied by -2 is a +2. And then tidy it up, so it becomes 4x and 2. Okay. Number 2, find the area of this rectangle. Now you know how to find the area normally, it's just the length times the breadth. It's the exact same here, don't get confused just because it's algebra. So the area is your length times your breadth. So it's going to be your 6 multiplied by your 3x plus 1. And you can write that as 6 multiplied with 3x plus 1 with no multiplication sign there. And you know what to do, you're just going to multiply out that bracket. So 6 multiplied by 3x is 18x, and 6 multiplied by 1 is a +6. So the area is 18x add 6. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we're going to multiply out these two brackets here. So again, remember, they are multiplying together. When two brackets are sitting next to each other, they are multiplying by each other. I'm going to show you 3 different ways, or 3 different methods of doing this. And we're going to start off with the FOIL method. Okay, so I'm just going to write the question again. Got x add 2 multiplied by x add 3. So everything in one bracket has to multiply by everything in the other bracket. So F stands for first, so your first term in the first bracket and the first term in the second bracket multiply together. So x multiplied by x is x squared. Your O is your outer terms, so the outside terms, so this x in this bracket and this 3 in this bracket multiply together. So x multiplied by 3 is 3x. And then I stands for inner, so your 2 inner terms, so your 2 multiplied by your x, which is 2x, and then L stands for last, so your 2 last terms in each bracket. So 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, and then just tidy it up. With these double brackets, these 2 terms in the middle will always simplify, so it's going to become x squared add 5x add 6. And that's your final answer. So we're going to use the same question for each one. So method 2, split and repeat. So it's exactly that. You are going to split up the first bracket. Oops. You're going to split up the first bracket and you are going to repeat that second bracket. So this is what I mean. I'm going to take the first term of the first bracket here, which is x. I'm going to multiply that by the second bracket. So x add 3, and then I'm going to take the second term in the first bracket, which is your +2, and again I'm going to multiply that by the second bracket. So x add 3. So you can see why it's split and repeat. You're splitting that first bracket up and you're repeating that second bracket. It's the same as method 1. You're just trying to get every term in the first bracket multiplied by every term in the second bracket. Now you know from previous videos of how to do this. So you're going to x multiplied by x is x squared, x multiplied by 3 is 3x, 2 multiplied by x is 2x, and 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. And then just tidy that up. X squared add 5x add 6. Again, same as before. Box method. You are going to take the terms in the first bracket. So terms in the first bracket, so if we look at the first bracket here, and you're going to write the x here and the +2 here. And then you're going to take the terms of the second bracket, and you're going to write x here and a +3 here. You can do it the other way about if you want to have your x plus 3 on top and your x add 3 on top and your x add 2 at the side. Doesn't really matter. So you're really going to work out this first box here. So to work that out, you're really doing your x multiplied by your x. So the x on top multiplied by the x on the side, which is going to give you x squared. Then we're going to do this box here. So you're doing, look above, you're doing your 2 multiplied by your x. Okay, so it's going to give you a positive 2x. In this box, again, look at the top, what you're multiplying by. You're multiplying x by your positive 3. So that's going to give you a positive 3x. And in this box here, what are you multiplying? Look up to the top, you're multiplying 2. Look over to the side, multiplying 2 by 3, which gives you a positive 6. Okay. Now, you can see that I've highlighted and shaded here these two boxes because they will always simplify. So we've got a positive 3x and a positive 2x, and they will add together. So my final answer is going to be my x squared, add my 5x, add my 6, and again that is the same as the previous two methods. So my class, please write down all those methods. You might have a preferred method you want to go with, so please go with that. Let's move on. Okay, so for the next few slides, I'm going to go with the box method. If you preferred one of the other methods, then please use that. Again, I'm going to use my turn on the left-hand side. Please write it down as your example, and then pause the video and do your turn on the right-hand side. Okay, so let's get started. So we've got x here, positive 4 here, x here, positive 1 here. So you can see that this bracket here is written on top, and this second bracket here is written here at the side. Okay, so this box here, x multiplied by x is x squared. This box here, x multiplied by 4 is a positive 4x. This box here, 1 multiplied by x is a positive x. And this box here, 1 multiplied by 4 is a positive 4. And again, you can see that these two terms here are like terms. So you can either write everything out if you want, or you can add those two terms in your head. I'm going to write it out just to show you what's happening. So I'm taking this box here, which is my x squared, add my 4x, add my x, add my 4. And you can see that these simplify. So it becomes x squared, add 5x, add 4. And that's your final answer. Okay, so please pause the video and do your turn for me now, as we're about to move on. Okay. Okay, very, very similar question. I've made it similar on purpose, but I've just put a subtract in between the x and the 1 to show you how that changes things. So an x and a positive 4 and an x and a negative 1 here. Let's multiply out. So in this box becomes x squared, this box becomes 4x, this box becomes, in this box here I am at, so I've got a negative 1 multiplied by an x. So that's going to give you a negative x. And in this box here, 4 multiplied by negative 1 gives me a negative 4. So I have got x squared, add 4x, subtract x, subtract 4. So it becomes x squared, add 3x, subtract 4. Write that down your example, pause it now and do your turn for me, please, now. Okay, next one. Again, very, very similar question, but a subtract in between the x and the 4 here, and a subtract in between the x and the 1 here. So let's use our box method. So I've got an x, I've got a negative 4, I've got an x, I've got a negative 1. So in this box, x multiplied by x is x squared. In this box, x multiplied by negative 4 is negative 4x. In this box, x multiplied by negative 1, negative x. And in this box here, careful please, negative 1 multiplied by negative 4 is a positive 4. So you've got x squared, subtract 4x, subtract x, add 4. Be careful with negative numbers here. If you're on negative 4x and you take another x away, you'll be on negative 5x. And add 4. Final answer. Write that down as your example, please. Pause it now and do your turn on the right hand side. Okay. Again, same setup, my turn. What's different this time? I've got a number in front of that variable x there, but you're doing the exact same thing, guys. So let's get started. Change my color. Right, so this part here. So I've got 2x here, a positive 4, x here, and a positive 3. Let's multiply out. 2x times x is 2x squared. X times 4 is positive 4x. 2x times 3 is a positive 6x, and 4 times 3 is a positive 12. This time I'm not going to write it out in full, I just want to show you what I mean by this. So I'm going to take these two here and I'm going to simplify that in my head. So there's no other x squared term, so the 2x squared remains. And the 6x add the 4x becomes positive 10x. Okay, so it becomes 2x squared add 10x add 12. Again, write that down to your example, pause it now and do your turn. Okay, should be knowing what's happening now, so let's just set this up. I'm going through this quite fast, but I think you will get this. So in here becomes 8x squared. This becomes positive 8x, and here negative 20x, and in here negative 20. Okay, so what does your answer become? It becomes 8x squared, subtract 12x, subtract 20. Okay, pause it now for me, guys. Make sure that's written down in your notes and do your turn for me, please. Okay, next example. Put 12x up here, negative 4, 2x here, and negative 0.5. So don't get scared just because I put a decimal in there. We're doing the exact same thing as always. So the first box in here is 12x multiplied by 2x is 24x squared. This box, 2x multiplied by negative 4, negative 8x. This box here, you've got 12x multiplied by negative 0.5. Now remember, you can think of this negative 0.5 as negative a half. Okay, so you're finding negative a half of something. So what's a half of 12? It's 6. So what's a half of 12x? It's 6x. So what's negative a half of 12x? And it's going to be negative 6x. And then this box here, again, what's negative a half multiplied by negative 4? That's going to be a positive 2. So your answer is 24x squared, subtract 14x and 2. Final answer. Write that down as your example, pause the video, try your turn now, guys. Okay, doing well. Okay, I just wanted to look at this here, just to spot the mistake. So before you look at this, please look at the above, spot the mistakes. This is common misconception. So there is mistakes in these questions here and you have to spot them. So let's look at the first one. So to get this one here, it's x multiplied by x, which is x squared. Yep, that's right. This one here, ax. Yep, that's right. This one here, 4 multiplied x. Yep, that's right. And this one here. Now this, can I just say, there is many students that do this. They just see this this positive 8 here. So this positive 8 and this positive 4. They see an add 8 and an add 4, and they just automatically want to add the 8 and the 4 together to get 12. But remember, you are multiplying these together. You are multiplying the 8 by the 4. So the answer in there is not 12. This is wrong. The answer in there is your 8 multiplied by your 4, which is in fact 32. Okay. Next one. So your x squared, yep, that's right. Your 3x, 3 multiplied by, yep, that's right. This part here, 2x. Now it's nearly right. So you've got a negative 2 multiplied by x. Now if the negative wasn't there, 2 multiplied by x is 2x. But it's negative 2 multiplied by x, so you have to put a negative sign in front of that 2x. Okay, and then again, this part here, 6. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, but negative 2 multiplied by 3 is a negative 6. So just be very, very careful with the negative numbers. Next one. Your x squared, yep, that's right. Your negative 7. Now what's wrong there? You're doing negative 7 multiplied by x. So negative 7 multiplied by x is negative 7x. And here again, they've made the same mistake here. You've got a negative 5 multiplied by x, so it should be negative 5x. And negative 5 multiplied by negative 7 is 35. Yep, that's right. And you might want to just write a pause of 35 in there. Next one. Again, another very common misconception, 2x. Again, what someone has done here is they've added the x and the x instead of multiplying. That is not right. X multiplied by x is in fact x squared. So that's wrong at the moment. This one here, this x, so you're meant to do negative 2 multiplied by x, so it should have been negative 2x. This one should have been 12 multiplied by x, which is a positive 12x, and your 24 is correct. So please just be careful when you're doing this. It's very, very easy to make a simple mistake. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, so here's your exit question. Just 2 questions here. Please read them, pause the video now, and send me a wee comment with your answers. Okay, good luck guys. Thanks very much for watching. Bye now. Bye.